Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode 861 of the show. Hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful day. And I know I have. And we just finished watching NXT. Let's talk about NXT, shall we? Because this was a good... You think the main event on Raw had a shocker? Well, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time there, I think, ever in WWE history, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that in back-to-back shows, a women's title match happens to be the main event. Last night it was Rhea Ripley defending against Raquel Rodriguez. We saw the end result of that, and Nia Jax coming back. It seems like Rhea Ripley wants more of a challenge. We thought that Raquel Rodriguez could be the only lady to match her power for power. And it seems like Nia Jax may have something to say about that. So that's probably the reason why. And a lot of people complain about Nia Jax is unsafe and all this. Listen, so hopefully the second time around should be better. That's, I wouldn't hold judgment against because of someone's past. And I think that's what Asuka was trying to tweet out or on X. So that's the thing that I think we should consider. I know a lot of people say, "Oh my God, she's unsafe" and all that. Well, understandable. Look, Kairi Sane has taken harder hits than Nia Jax. Remember, if you watch her matchup as Doku against Pentagon Dark in Lucha Underground, she's taking a lot more hits than that. The Pentagon Dark's one tough SOB, man. Let me tell you. So, don't pass judgment on Nia Jax now. Come on now. I was like, but besides, Kairi Sane's going to go, when she comes back to WWE, she's going to go to SmackDown to deal with Io and Asuka. Trust me on this one. So, number one contenders match, Wesley and Ilya Dragunov. The winner in this matchup faces Carmelo Hayes at No Mercy. And Ilya Dragunov ended up winning the matchup. More on Wesley, though, when we get to it. Now, Baron Corbin came out to address Waxley's main event and to the NXT universe. He calls out Braun Breaker, says, what you did was awesome, you had good, and then he goes, but you're not quite there yet. And Baron Corbin is bragging about his accolades, and Braun Breaker says he does not care. And so all of a sudden they started changing face slaps, and then the shoves, and then the brawls, and then security had to come separate the two of them. So this is going to be a dogfight, which it will happen out No Mercy when Braun Breaker goes one-on-one with Baron Corbin. That'll be a heck of a fight. Meanwhile, six-man tag matchup, Miles Bourne teaming up with Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen against Charlie Dempsey, Damon Kemp, and Drew Gulak. And I've got to write down who won that match because I know who did. But during the match, Miles Bourne decided to somehow attack Brooks Jensen after getting Fallon Henley out of the way, and end up rejoining. So I think he got influenced too much by Dempsey, Gulak, and Kemp, man, for being cold-hearted. Who knew? Because this is an opportunity. Miles Bourne's opportunity. He turned against him. Briggs and Jensen. It seems like to me, Fallon Henley too. She probably blames herself for recruiting Miles Bourne. So this is something that maybe Miles Bourne had this all planned out. And poor Fallon Henley, she's been made a fool of. So that's really sad. Andre Chase and Duke Hudson were concerned about Thea Hale. So they tried to contact her. And then when Duke Hudson went to go contact her, lost location. What? And so basically, Thea Hale shut off her location. That way, she don't want to talk to anybody. So she's hanging out with JC Jane. Two idiots decided to make fun of Thea Hale, and both JC Jane and Thea Hale attacked the two idiots, locking one, and Thea Hale locked one of them up with the Kimura lock, and they decided to hit the same guy square through the uprights with her foot. I'm like, ding, Patriots win the Super Bowl in the nutsack. I'm like, wing, they're going in the ads. So, because I gotta go shopping, and then JC Jane goes, I got you on that one. So, meanwhile, Lyra Valkyria went one-on-one with Dana Brooke. Valkyria went to win the match, and then both women, Lyra Valkyria, shake hands as Kiani Johnny was trying to comfort Dana Brooke. But then the two shook hands, and then Dana Brooke went to go to attack Lyra Valkyria. Kiani Johnny's holding her back, and then Dana Brooke's like, I'm sorry. And then Lyra Valkyria kind of looked at her weird. So there's that. Coming soon, the 2023 NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. And who's going to be in this tournament? Well, we will find out for sure when that time comes. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Eddie Thorpe, and then Eddie Thorpe said he was talking about Dijak. Dijak kind of interrupts Thorpe through the monitor where he was hanging out where Eddie Thorpe usually hangs out, and starts whipping a tree with his belt. What's the point in that? And then Eddie Thorpe goes and finishes in another time. So there's that. Dominic Mysterio talks to Carmella Hayes, a little trash talk back and forth. And Carmella Hayes, what about this? You and me next week. And I'll talk to Mommy about it. I think Mommy's got more of a problem on her hands. And that problem is none other than Nia freaking Jax. If I were you, Dominic, I'd just accept the match and just go on alone. What a dope. Anyways, Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Becky Lynch as she was getting prepared for her women's title challenge to Tiffany Stratton. And meanwhile, Kiana James tried to rub and disrespect Becky Lynch. Kiana James, you don't learn your lesson, girl, do ya? Roxanne Perez punched you in the face and tried to brawl with you. Now you want to go after Becky Lynch? Girl. In the words of Bianca Belair, girl, Anyways, Group A match in the Global Heritage Invitational, and Tyler Bate went one-on-one with Axiom. Bate, this is his first match. It's a must-win. And Tyler Bate did beat Axiom. While the folks of Metaphor having a little safari-themed lounge, and Noam Dar's wearing a costume like he's riding an elephant. Dude, Super Mario Bros. Wonder doesn't come out till October 20th. You're riding a freaking elephant? Jeebus. What a goober. Anyways. Kelly Kincaid interviews Butch as Butch talked about his history with Tyler Bate, and I think next week they're going one-on-one. So, in the Global Heritage Cup Invitational. Global Heritage Invitational. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. So, I gotta tell you, it's gonna be crazy, man. Let me tell you. It's gonna be crazy, crazy, crazy matchup. Going all the way back to the NXT UK tournament back in what was it, 6 years ago? Holy crap. So, anyways, Joe Gacy and Ava Rain were talking about the schism tree being dying. And, well, now 4 Roots now down to 2. What does this mean? The dyad has left them? After failing to defeat the Creeds? So who knows for sure what the story is with that. What happens to the dyad. And then Carmelo Hayes talks to Trick Williams about reliving the good old days. And about him facing Dominic Mysterio. Hey, listen, Judgment Day decided to mess with you. I got you back. And so they have. Meanwhile, Wes Lee was going over to his locker room with a trash can and starts throwing his stuff out. What's next for Wes Lee? I don't know. The Creed brothers went up against Malik Blade, Idris, and Nofe. The Creed still pick up the victory. Meanwhile, the Garza Dynasty, Angel Garza and Huberto Carrillo were watching on, taunting the. Oh, excuse me. Taunting the Creeds, while Hank Walker and Heath Ledger want a shot at them, and then they were blindsided by Bronco Neiman and Lucian Price, and then the Creeds turned their back to the attention to Garza and Carrillo. The Garza Dynasty, as I like to call them. So we'll see what happens there. So, then Becky Lynch was sitting in the locker room getting ready for a match. Lyra Valkyria, who probably knows Becky Lynch, hugs her and says, "Hey, welcome." And then she goes, "Do me a favor, get that NXT Women's Championship." And Becky Lynch was nodding her head. So I think we're going to see the battle of two Irish ladies down the road. We'll see. We shall see. Roxanne Perez was talking to Danny Palmer and two of the women in the locker room, talking about the NXT Breakout Tournament, giving them advice. And then Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice interrupt Lopez and Perez, I should say, and Roxanne called Elektra Lopez Lola's mama. Oh, it's so funny. And then she goes, "You better watch it. Your new attitude's gonna get you in trouble." And she goes, "I don't care. I'll see you." So that match is happening next week, by the way. The Group B matchup: Nathan Frazier and Akira Tozawa. Frazier must have win, and he beat Akira Tozawa. No. Excuse me. Now, Kelly Kincaid interviewed Joe Coffey as he goes one-on-one with Duke Hudson. Now, Duke Hudson interrupts Joe Coffey. He says if next week he wins, it'll be a three-way tie. Could be a triple threat. Who knows for sure. Then Mackenzie Mitchell, her work is not done, interviewed Mustafa Ali about last week's matchup. And Dragon Lee interrupts Ali saying, "Hey, it was a fast count." And then Mustafa Ali goes, "If I win the title, you'll be the first one to get a shot at it." And he walked away. Meanwhile, as Wesley was leaving and his wife was at the door waiting for him, he goes, "Ilya is a better man, but I'm going home." Are we... Oh, man. Sorry, folks. It's almost that time for me. Anyways, Wesley was interviewed, and he says, "Ilya was a better man than I am. I gotta go home. I'm going home." Kiss his wife, and they go walk to the car. Will we see Wesley ever in NXT or in the WWE again, or will he go back home to Will we go back to Impact to join up with Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel? We'll find out in the upcoming weeks. Meanwhile, while that's going on, Gigi Dolan attacked and brawled with Blair Davenport. See, these ladies are going to go at it. Then we get the main event, the NXT Women's Championship matchup. Tiffany Stratton to defend against the man, Becky Lynch. This was a heck of a matchup. Now, this was a heck of a matchup. Both ladies did exceptionally well. But, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and new NXT Women's Champion, that's right, Becky Lynch has done it. That means all four horsewomen of WWE NXT, we're talking Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. All four horsewomen are now Grand Slam champions. All four of them held the Raw title. All four of them held the SmackDown title. All four held the women's tag team titles. And all four of them held the NXT championship. Becky Lynch has been the new champion in her already Hall of Fame illustrious career. So to the man, Becky Lynch, congratulations. Hashtag Grand Slam Bex. Grand Slam Bex is here to stay. So that means the ladies of NXT, listen up. You're about to get a wrestling lesson of a lifetime. Courtesy of the man, Becky Lynch. So that's all the time we have on this show, episode 861. Tomorrow we got the Joker's Wild. Pull on that lever, see if you can try to beat the devil. That's the ultimate goal. Excuse me. Man, been crazy. Been a crazy day altogether. There's a crazy start to the week already. But I always say, all one's in God's hands. So I'll see you guys later and see you in the next episode. Until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production. And in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.